You're listening to The Word on the Streets with Joe Bingham, Jason Tasker, and Raj Pujada.
Hello. Welcome back. Sorry, these two are running on fumes as usual.
Fumes. Sorry, are we not ad-libbing stuff?
Fumes the engineer.
I don't know why Joe looks like he's fucking.
You know when you're
Joe's
tired.
like,
Leave him alone, all right?
look at him though. Why has he got his hood up?
You know when you're tired.
Like,
so
why
when
did I have a hood on last week?
When you leave the house when you're tired, you want to simulate as if you were still wrapped up in a blanket, innit?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You're like Channing Tatum in the Black Club. That's what you remind me of, like the one white friend, and he's overcompensating.
Ori always says to me, "You're the white guy that if black girls have never been with a white guy before, you're like their entry."
Yeah.
You're
the make or break. You're the make or break for white people.
Yeah, they always go back.
Sorry, you were introducing us.
Oh no, nothing really to introduce, to be honest. Just about what we're going to chat about today. So, 21 Savage, Diary of CEO, women climbing through windows. Yeah, shit like that.
Pick one. Let's go.
Well, why are you so tired? Let's.
Why am I so tired? Because of a night on the road, mate.
Yeah.
But I think I always fuck up, right? Because I get my coffee time wrong. So, like, Friday, I'm falling asleep on the way to the gig. And I'm cutting it fine now, 15 minutes before I get on. I park up 15 minutes before I get on stage. And so I'm shattered. But then I have a coffee and Red Bulls through the gig to get me through the gig. Then I get to the hotel room and I can't sleep. So now I'm up till 4. I got to check out at 12. And then I got to kill from 12. Do you regret asking me? I got to kill from 12 to 8 p.m. for the show. And I got nothing to do and I'm in Cardiff. So I'm just walking around Cardiff and then I'll just sit in my car for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Surely, could you go into like a spa or something like that?
That'd be nice, isn't it? But usually I go to a coffee shop, I'll get my laptop out, I'll read a book, I'll do all of that shit. But
I thought you were linking
my nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him for a bit.
Yeah, and then he was like, "You're bad vibes today."
Yeah, so I gave him some food that I bought him, and then he gave me some cake, and then I was on my like, off you go, cool, see you later, mate.
What cake was it?
It was like a birthday cake for one of his housemates.
Is he there for you now?
Nice.
Yeah.
So is it like he doesn't want to be seen hanging around? You should be the cool uncle, really.
I am the fucking cool. What do you mean,
so
bro?
Then why did he pile you off after
he
got his free meal out of you? That's proper student living. That he got my rich cool uncle's in town, so I'm gonna get a free meal out of him, and then I'll come link yous after. Is what he said to his mates. But as he was walking off with a bit of cash in his pocket, because you're like, have that, don't spend it all at once.
Cash, right?
And then
cash.
Yeah.
I made friends with a homeless man.
What'd you do? Show him your black card, like boss man.
Nah.
You will never get this.
Do you know what it is? As I stood next to him, I thought, we don't look that different, big man.
We did warn you about this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. You know what it looks like? You know when you see him like convening on Tottenham Court Road, and I always wonder, like, what is it? Business talk? Is that their diary of a CEO? Is that them linking up and being like, I'm making bank down there. You need to. How are you getting on this?
Yeah,
corner?
there's definitely like preferred corners. There's one where I go on the way to the office, and I noticed this morning because I went into Central first. There was someone else on that corner to the guy who's there in the midweek. Looked very similar. Sat on a stool. I was like, "What's happened to the other guy?" That was my first thought.
Well, this
Do you
is
reckon
the thing,
they've
right?
had turf wars or?
I reckon
This
so.
No, this is the thing, right? Because this is how I knew I look a little homeless, even though, like, all right, because they all wear fresh trainers and shit now, right? But it's the hair and the hat and the beard that usually people look at, yeah. So I'm walking up to this homeless guy. I know him from the night before. I parked my car in the car park that he sits outside, right? So I come up to him. I usually say hello to him while people are queuing for the pay station. I'll have a little chat with him. I'm like, sorry, I ain't got no cash. How much you made tonight? It'll be like £10. He's like, I'm £10 off the hostel. And then one of his pals walked past. And as his pal walked past, he sort of looked at his mate. And he looked at me. And then he walks over to the homeless guy and he's like, is this guy on your patch? This guy on your patch? And I was like,
What about you?
I was like, you fucking what? Am I on his patch? My man thought I was begging alongside. I just finished a show
That's
to
embarrassing.
200 fucking people.
So what'd you do?
I got home with 500 quid in my pocket, like digital cash.
This is what you said to him. Yeah,
No,
you
no,
said,
no,
dickhead.
yeah.
I got £500.
Dickhead, I could buy this hostel for the night.
Pussy.
I didn't
Actually,
say-
give me that £10 in
I
change.
didn't
I'll pay
say
for my
that.
car park.
I didn't say that. Obviously, I think it's digital, but I ain't been paid yet. I got invoice still. But do you know what I mean? And I just had to laugh it off. I was like, nah. I don't know his name, but
How do you think they mark the territory? Do they do what like dogs or cats do, where they just
No, they shit. They
shit to mark the territory? Yeah.
That's why you see it in like in stairways.
Is it? And you look at it and you go, I don't want to mess with that.
Nah, it just lets you know, innit?
they just fight it out, surely.
Nah. Yeah, fair play.
What do you reckon the prime time location in London is if you want to make dollar?
I'd say nowhere. Probably Oxford Circus.
I don't think so, because I think
poorer-
Oxford Circus, they won't. Everyone's on it.
Tourists are top scared.
Yeah, tourists won't talk to them. People who are in a rush shopping ain't going to talk to them. It's the same as in the city, like Bank, Liverpool Street. You'd think, it's the rich businessman, so I'll go there, but no one's stopping for them. So I reckon like residential areas where people see them all the time,
Or actual rundown areas where people know hardship.
There's a
and
guy
appreciate hardship. If you're going in Chelsea, you're just going to get judged. I think. I don't think anyone's going to.
But you said that there's a guy who like begs near my station, and he's there probably every other week. He's definitely not. He's definitely not homeless.
Yeah, but they do them, innit? They got the career.
And he'll just sit there and then ask you for money. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel pretty.
How do you know he's definitely not homeless?
You can just tell. Like I've seen him walking around normally, just doing his shopping and shit. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen him with his kids. In
I've seen him getting into a car.
Yeah, but
He's got a pedigree.
you've seen him getting into
pedigree golden retriever.
No, I've not seen him driving around, but I just know. Like from looking at him.
You don't.
I am assuming, but I don't like him either. I don't like his demeanour.
It's personal.
It is a little bit, yeah.
It might still be homeless.
Because what he'll do is he'll just sit there on like a Sunday and just start like reading the paper, but just like sat down where he knows there's a good footfall.
But there's a difference between there's different types of homeless now, isn't it? Because there's homeless that sleep on the street. And then there's homeless who just don't have a main residence and they sleep in hostels, but they beg.
Yeah, like no fixed abode or staying at B&Bs and shit like that.
Yeah, so maybe he's one of them.
Potentially, but then I'd say
if he lives in his car, he's technically homeless.
Yes, but I would say the people who I would class as the people in need are the people who are actually sleeping on the street.
Yeah, but they're also the ones that are most likely to. That cash is probably going to go down a worse path.
I don't.
Bed.
Me personally, I don't care where they put the cash.
Yeah, same.
Like for me, it's like if you want to spend it on drink or I've bought booze for a homeless geezer before outside Bethnal Green.
I thought you said I bought booze from a homeless geezer. I was like, that's desperation. Like, please,
himself,
mate, just give me a
I swear he said scat. Yeah,
it's his craft.
He just said I was outside Bethnal Green Station. I said I ain't got no cash, bro. He said, can you just get me a drink? Is that all right? I went, yeah, all right. I just bought him a fucking crate from the offer and I went, knock yourself out. He's like, I don't care. You may as well drink if you're going to be out here all night.
Keep you warm, yeah.
I was with one of my mates when we did that, and then we were like, I'll go in there and get you like a bottle of thing. And it was like, actually, there's these bottles that are like this that I quite like. If you get me a few of them, it's like, fucking hell, all right, mate.
Yeah. You can have Tisky Polish, like,
Tesco don't sell single cans, right? So I had to get them.
Just get them a crate and just knock yourself out, man. The maddest thing I ever saw with a homeless guy, it was almost like a weird, almost Black Mirror-esque conversation. In my old job, I used to manage this client, and you wouldn't think it, but the guy was wedged. But he was just a guy who ran garages up north for years, and then he sold them all, and he just started this company basically that just did vehicle hire and day rate stuff for these cars, minted, absolutely wedged. But they were just these big working class geezers from up north. And I remember we went out for this client meeting in Birmingham and then went for food after, and then we just sat outside this pub having drinks. And this homeless geezer walks past, and he's talking about I just need some money for a hostel and that. And this guy who runs the business, this older guy, starts talking to him, asking him about his story and that. And he says, "How much do you need for the hostel?" And he said, "Oh, it's £40 a night for the hostel." So he goes, "Here's 50. He goes, "Go to the hostel. Here's my phone number." He goes, "If you call me tomorrow morning from the phone that's in the hostel, I'll help you with whatever you want." And the guy's like, "Oh, thank you so much. So he wanders off. About an hour later, he comes back down the street, patting his pockets, looking on the floor. Oh, where's that money gone? I can't believe it. I can't believe I've lost it. And you should have seen the disappointment in this old geezer's face. Because he was genuinely like, oh, I'd help you out. But the geezer's immediate greed of like, I can scam another 50 quid out of this mug.
Yeah.
And he just went, I've already given you 50. I ain't got anything else.
And he would have helped him.
Yeah, he was a good guy, man. He was always trying to give me a job at his place. And
that's the thing, though, isn't it?
Mad, when you get blinded by another 50 quid right now, that would be pretty good, isn't it? It's sad, man.
And how many chances do you just need unlimited chances, don't they? Which chance are they going to take? What do you think the success rate is? Like 1 in 100 or something like that? I would say it's probably higher.
That, or this guy was going to, sell him into like human cockfighting or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could have been anything, really.
Speaking of success, you mentioned the Diary of the CEO earlier.
Yeah. Everyone's favourite influential guy.
What do you think? Like, he's released late last year. Released a new book called The Diary of a CEO. Obviously, he released the original book, Stephen Bartlett, called Happy Sexy Millionaire. I've actually read that.
Was it any good?
I mean, it was, I guess, but I don't really. Oh, you're right there, Raj.
Was that me?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's on silent.
Obviously not.
What app have you opened?
What were you looking at there? You're looking at something weird. Like
was
fucking wind.
I was looking at a chart. I was looking at, because I got notification, it opened, it was a chart. Like a chart.
What was the chart showing?
Doesn't matter what the chart was showing.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
This isn't how CEOs operate.
It's not.
I'm not a CEO. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
No, what was the chart? I feel like the chart was
apology.
something interesting. What was it?
I
Fucking
reckon
crypto or
it
some
was his
shit?
health app, and now he's panicking.
Was
About
it? Yeah. He's like, warning.
91 on the heart rate. We're good, bro.
Cool.
Sorry, Diary of a CEO.
That's right.
Did I just see what you have open now? Man said it.
What's he got open?
This man said, I got a notification it was a chart, and then he moved his phone and he had Bumble open.
Sorry, carry on.
What was
never
a chart?
sleeps.
That's what a CEO does right there.
Yeah.
He's always making moves.
Closing deals.
Apologies, my apologies.
What you see him
Sorry, is
being? I'm the
anything good?
richest
I
homeless
didn't
man in
read it because he
Cardiff.
caught me.
Yeah, so what, you read his book and it was...
I mean, it was like the typical fucking self-help shit, like, but I don't know, how do you find that podcast that he does? Because I feel sometimes like the people, you mentioned it, didn't you, where you feel like the people that he has on, he's just going through the motions.
Yeah, I think I've listened to maybe 3 episodes total. Because I find it with a lot of those like interview style podcasts like that, Joe Rogan, stuff like that. I'll only listen to episodes if I'm interested in the person that they're interviewing. But he doesn't feel like he's interviewing them. Like, he just feels like he's got his topics that he wants to cover every episode, and they're just there as the name that's going to go on the title of the episode.
Yeah.
Like he's got... Not every single person who goes on that podcast can be depressed. But they've all got to talk about their mental health.
Yeah.
And if you listen to one and they're just like, I'm actually all right, he will keep
it'd be like,
prodding from different angles to be like, my mental health's actually pretty good. Yeah, but what if you had to watch your mum die in a house fire? Would that
He
make you
doesn't
sad?
say that, sure.
Nah, but it's like...
But he's like, he'll
just
lead him. He'll be
prods.
like,
So, there must have been a time when your mental health was struggling.
But surely everyone's a little bit at one point. So.
Yeah, and his opening question is always, how were your formative years? Can you tell me about... Yeah, I like to talk to people about their formative years because I feel like that gives a real impression of who they are and what they went through when they were growing up to the person that they become now. And it's just like, basically he's prying and saying like, look, tell me about your childhood trauma.
Who is this guy? How did he make his money?
He made his money, I think he was in like some kind of tech software. I think he caught a bit of a boom and sold his company for like tens of millions, I think.
Yeah,
Well, it must be if he's on Dragon's Den. But
Yeah,
I think
he started it as like it was like a marketing company.
But now he's marketed as this business influencer who's like top of his game, where I think it's a little bit, I don't know, I don't think he's as good as business. I think he's a bit of a fraud.
Well, I mean, mental health's obviously a hot topic, isn't it? So he's gonna try and get it out of you.
I think it is, but I also think like if you're talking, you should. I think you should also take it as if you say to someone, "How's your mental health?" I feel especially blokes, innit? We are programmed to be like, yeah, fine, even if it's not. But it's also like if I just asked one of you, "How you doing? All right, fine." Yeah, but are you sure? You know what I mean? There comes a point where you just go, "Oh, maybe he's fine," innit? Or he doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but maybe he's trying to make a point that everyone who is successful has the same feelings that a normal person has.
I feel like the main point he tries to make is if you drink Huel, then you'll be a better person.
Yeah.
That'll solve all your problems. I'm an investor, but Huel is part of my day-to-day routine, actually. I just think about Huel all the time.
Do you lot Huel? I feel like you Huel.
No, it tastes like, can you remember when protein shakes?
Huh?
I just eat meals.
Right, do you Huel?
No, can you remember when protein shakes first came out and they had the vanilla flavour that was just like really, really trashy vanilla flavour? That to me is what Huel is.
But is it not food? I thought it is food.
It's a meal replacement.
Yeah, it's a meal replacement drink.
So what, you bang
CEOs
3 of them?
For CEOs, man. But people have got no time. People have got no time and they're just on the move. They're always on the move. They're always solving problems.
I'm always on the move, creating problems.
You need Huel, mate. Have you thought about AG1 as well? AG1, Athletic Greens.
I've heard that.
Just all your greens, mate. One scoop. All your problems solved, mate. You'll be fucking running up those stairs.
Do you know what?
You'd be quite good at ad reads, I reckon. You'd give them the energy. I wouldn't sell anything.
Yeah, but like Athletic Greens, another one. It's just have a fucking cup of peas.
Yeah.
Just bollocks.
Doesn't have the same ring.
Everything
to it, though,
now.
Does it? Imagine if it was like
It's just fucking
this episode is brought to you by Cup of Peas.
cup of peas.
Are you in a rush but need your vitamins? Have a cup of peas.
It's literally like that though. AG1. I never start my day without AG1. It's like,
what's AG stand for? All green.
Athletic Greens.
Athletic Greens in one.
Yeah, everything. Vitamins, minerals, greens.
So angry. Look at your face, bruv. You are so angry.
Yeah, but it just, everything now is just, it's got to be in a scoop in some fucking water and you've got to be able to drink it.
What did you just
But people
eat?
won't need teeth.
What did you just eat?
I just ate a brie and bacon.
What's in that? Your fruit chopped up nicely in a nice little tub for you.
Yeah,
but you still have to chew it.
I still have to chew it. Mate, in the future, people won't even
But
need...
it's all about making stuff easier.
No, people
and
won't need teeth in the future. They'll just go round and they'll just have fucking gums.
Well, that sounds like a fucking ideal situation because I've had some teeth back in my time, mate.
No.
Tell her on Bumble.
Well, and then just coming on, just going on dates with people and they've just got no teeth and they're just drinking Athletic Greens.
If he asked you
liquid diet.
How do you stop?
If he asked you to go on Diary of a CEO, yeah, if you got the message,
got
the message on the DM and it was like, listen, I'm booking for my next series of podcast. Would you like to come on Diary of a CEO? I'm guessing you'd say yeah.
I'd give it a go.
Yeah. So then when you're on there, yeah. And he gets you in the studio, and he's obviously been all nice to you, and he's got his team there, and his runners and that, and they're like, oh, is there anything you need, Jason? Get you a drink or anything? I'll have a coffee. Yeah, I'll get you a coffee. That's fine. I'll get you do some snacks there. You can have the snacks. You feel all comfortable. You're in the studio. He comes in. He shakes your hand. Yeah. He's like, oh, this is how it's gonna go. Just gonna run you through the episode. Yeah. And then he sits down opposite you at the table, and then the lights dim, like you're on Mastermind, and then he just looks at you and he just goes, do you feel like your parents loved you when you were a child, Jason? Are you just going to flip? Are you just going to go, I knew it was going to be this bullshit questioning, and just go mad at him?
What I'll do like what every guest on it does. They go, yeah, I think that definitely played a part, to be honest. Yeah, I grew up in a working class town. I won't say I was treated badly as a child, but there were definitely points where I was neglected, Maybe sometimes I went to football tournaments and all the rest of the kids, they were just there with the parents. Mine weren't there.
How did that make you feel at the time?
I mean, I would have been okay, but all of them, they were there with their sandwiches and things like that. I just didn't have anything. I had to borrow jam sandwiches off other people that were there just to give me some energy.
And what do you think it was about this experience that made you apply for The Apprentice with a sight goggle idea that had already been made years previous?
Well, that actually came to me during a football tournament. I was that fatigued, mid-migraine, very dehydrated, and the ball came in from a corner. I just couldn't even see the ball come in, and it just hit me on the head. And then that's when the idea came to me. People need to be protected more.
You're an inspiration. You're an inspiration. I mean, me personally, I'm not listening to it. You know
My dad only used to come to football at 80th minute because he knew I was always a sub.
Did you used to wear a subsuit? Can you remember subsuits?
No,
what's a subsuit?
It was where it was like an all-in-one, a little bit like my long coat, but like an all-in-one suit.
What, to keep you warm?
Just to keep you warm, yeah. I mean, I never wore it because I was always starting, but...
We didn't have stands. Just stood on the field, didn't it?
Yeah, but did your parents ever come to watch you play football?
My mum wouldn't. My mum always said she didn't like who I was when I played football. She said I was too nasty. My old man had come.
Love to see your nasty
Should have
side.
seen you in the club.
Yeah, mama. You know how nasty I get.
Just trying to make her proud, innit? But, yeah, my old man had come a few times, but he was the worst, innit? Because he was the one who ran like the fighting gym and stuff. If he thought anyone had like gone in a bit late on me or something, all I'd hear from the side was just like, "Don't let him do that. Don't let him do that.
Are you
Go
sure?
On, show him. Don't let him do that. Don't let him do that to you." And I'd be like,
and then it'd escalate.
Yeah, but in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. I'll get him back, but now you're riling me up, so now I'm just gonna do something stupid, innit?
So like 70th minute, you're fucking giving him a ground and pound. You're standing circle him and
Just
getting him in an
putting a rear
armbar.
naked choke
70th
in the
minute,
corner.
my dad still wouldn't be at the game.
Yeah, nah, that's true. They came to a cup final once, the pair of them, and I remember seeing them in the fucking stands, and I was like, why are you... You must have just had a really boring day planned and thought, fuck it, we'll come. But I remember they were like right by where we were going through to the dressing room. We were 1-0 down at half time. I remember my mum, I think she just tried saying something like quite enthusiastic and supportive because we were 1-0 down. And she looked at her and just went, shut up, man. Just kept walking. I felt so bad. She was just trying to be like...
What did she say?
I think I still remember her face. She was like... just disappointed.
Oh,
but you know what it was?
I feel like this is a therapy set. This is more your diary of a CEO.
The team that I was playing for, like we were horrible. Like it was like we're all still best mates to this day. But for 90 minutes while we were playing, you'd think we hated each other because it was all we cared about was like we would just win, however we win. If the other team's better than us, we'll be more horrible than them. And it was just, we were 1-0 down. We knew we'd be played shit all half. And I just remember my mum trying to encourage her only son. Shut up, mum. And then I came back, and then I remember going into the changing room and I came back out and I was just like,
Did you blow her a kiss?
I'm sorry. I just went and chatted to her. I think the team talk pissed me off as well. So I just walked back out. I said, I'm not listening to this.
Sounds like a pretty
you're a
intense
bit of a
game.
diva in the dressing room.
Nah, I just think,
I'm
I remember
not
we'd had a
listening to
row
this.
on the, I think we'd had a row on the pitch not long before half time. And there was a lot of us that were just in the mood of like, just get us back out there, basically.
Did you win?
Nope.
Cool.
I feel like it'd be a lot better
We lost
playing football when you're a kid these days, just because
I wasn't
you'd just
even
be
a
so
kid. I
much
wasn't
more
even a kid. I was
comfortable.
24.
Pitches are better. Oh, that was 24.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I wasn't even a kid.
And your mum's there on the sideline.
That's why I
Joe,
said.
sorry, I never came to a game.
That's why I said I couldn't figure out why they were there. I was
That's my boy!
I bet you thought you were
never
seeing
come-
things, you know, like, where you wave and then like you look back and you look again, no one's there. You're like, oh my god, I was just seeing things.
But that's why I couldn't figure it out. And you should have seen who was in the stands for the other team, man. Like, I swear to God, the other team, yeah, it was like all their partners and that. JK was watching them. And
J.K. Rowling.
JK the rapper.
I thought you meant JK from Jamiroquai.
Yeah. But fucking, that was their stands, and then ours was like fucking partners and that, and then fucking my mum and me stepped out of there, and I was like, what are you doing here, man?
They wanted to see how
Letting
much of a
everyone know I'm lonely, bro.
disappointment.
What you doing?
Shut up, Bob.
You shut up, Bob. Leave me alone. Yeah. They wanted,
Your shirt in, you look a screw.
they wanted to see how much of a disappointment you'd actually become. They were,
Kicking my boots out like Ferguson.
See it live.
oh man.
It was very nice of her to come though. I appreciate it, Michelle, because she took my boots home for me so I could go to the pub. Well, I couldn't. I knew we were going to the pub after, so I didn't drive.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh man, I think I stopped playing football early. I played for a pub side after I finished school, but I just used to go out clubbing and then go straight to the games after.
Yeah.
And I was that fucked once that they actually had to stop me running the line at the game.
Were you liner?
Yeah, I was sub because I was just fucked.
You should have had some AG1
I
before
should
the game, man.
If I've had my AG1, I would have been absolutely fine. So yeah, I was that fucked that I couldn't even call offside because I couldn't even see.
Let me find this picture.
And what they'd always do is whenever you'd run the line, you'd always have to call offside, even though it wasn't really offside. And then they scored, and then they're all going, "What's that offside?" And then I'm putting the flag up like, "What's going on?" And then the ball's going out. I don't even know which way the throw-in is. My brain just was not working.
Yeah, let me find
and then
it.
you're just like, "This is Sunday morning. I could just be in bed."
I've never done the line.
I'll show you this picture for the worst I ever got at football. I'll send it to Michael or something so we can stick it on for the people to see if they.
So did you not win that game then? That fight?
Nah, we lost 2-1.
Oh God!
Fuming as
You
well.
okay?
We'd won the league, lost the cup final to the team who came second. It was very sad. But they were good guys. The team that we lost to as well.
Well, I've got some. I was actually looking up Diarrhea CEO, like the quotes from his latest book. Do you want me to read you some of them and see if they will inspire you?
Yeah, let's see if I'm inspired.
Okay, here's the first one. Normality is ignored. Absurdity sells.
It is true.
Yeah?
I wouldn't say I'm inspired, but I understand his point. Absurdity does sell in the age of the internet. It's not what's best, it's what's loudest, isn't it?
Is that some CEO shit, yeah?
Yeah, I think I phrased it better personally. Maybe I could write a book.
In order to be heard, tell stories in an unrepetitive, unfiltered, and unconventional way.
So he doesn't follow his own advice then.
And he doesn't listen to our podcast, obviously.
Yeah, because he sounds like me on podcasts. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. He sounds very unengaged at all times.
I mean, he doesn't earn as much as you.
Huh? Go swipe some bitches, man.
Editing your clips is like I love it though. I count them now.
Yeah. Make a clip then where you do a count.
What, just you, Ermin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Tag me in
What
it.
about this one? This is good. Context is key. You can significantly boost your earning potential by offering the same skills to a different industry.
Nice.
That's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Profound.
What could I offer?
You could do like your comedy skills in like children's TV or something like that, maybe, or CBBS. I think you'd be quite a good CBBS
You
presenter.
think I'd be good on CBBS?
I think you'd be good. Like, do you know how there's what's that big? Who's that cook one? Is it Big Zeus or something like that?
Big Zeus.
What's his name?
Big Zeus.
Big Zoo.
Big Zoo. You could be like the
Is he
big.
on CBB? Any a rapper?
You could be like Big Pooge.
Yeah, I mean, we've just established that I look like a homeless drug user, and you want to put me in front of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let them know
to
early.
desensitize them. Yeah.
Also, think about the good you could do for the LGBTQ community, because think of all the stick they get when parents are like, I'm sick of you teaching my kids about all this gay stuff in schools, but they send you in, they've got a new thing to worry about, so they won't worry about the gays anymore. They'll be like, why are you letting this crackhead into my child's
I'm not a
maths
crackhead.
lessons?
You ever seen a fat crackhead?
Have I ever seen a fat crackhead? Yeah. Remember that General G that was huge on TikTok for a bit?
Oh, he wasn't a crackhead.
He was a fucking crackhead, man.
I don't think he was.
He looked
a
like
crackhead.
Honey G with a beard.
I think it's because crackheads generally do a lot of exercise. Whenever they're cycling around, they're always in like first gear, aren't they?
Carrying a fridge that they've nicked.
Carrying a fridge on the back.
Fair play to
Or
them.
they're never in first gear. They're on first gear on a bike, but then when they're walking, they're always in like fourth gear, aren't they? Like zipping
They're
about.
on it.
For context, that's the worst I ever turned up to football.
Where are you?
Which one's you?
The geezer in the face paint and a
The
wig.
face paint. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my
I rolled
God.
in straight from a Halloween party. And
You look like an alternative comic.
I thought it'd be funny if I put my costume back on because I still had the face paint on.
You played the whole game with the face paint on.
And I thought I was already late. I stunk of booze. And I turned up and the manager, just to take the piss, he just went, well, you're starting.
You played with your face paint on.
And the wig.
And
the
the
hair
wig?
kept getting in my eyes, so I had to take the wig off. And then at one point...
What were you dressed as, by the way?
I don't. It's
Like
just,
a
I
witch?
just had like skeleton face paint, and then I just stuck a wig on and a top hat. Yeah, it was.
You look like a witch.
It was well. It was. I mean, it went down a storm, but there was in the
So
in
were
the
you
second
cross dressing?
half- Yeah, and then in the second half,
Why is it cross dressing? You don't know the skeletons.
No, I was referring to the witch aspect of it.
Oh,
Are
witch
male?
is just, yeah.
Do you get male
I
witches?
think they're called warlocks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
okay.
witch is just
Were you a witch or a
just
warlock?
female. So you can't have a male witch.
Well, it's like witches and wizards, isn't it? Harry Potter. Don't know why I said warlock.
Warlock. I mean, I think that's probably right as well. Is that like Dungeons and Dragons or something like that?
So, yeah.
So wizards are male witches.
Yeah.
Are they?
Witches and wizards.
Yeah, witches and wizards. Yeah.
Wizards, witch. Yeah. One sounds way nicer than the other.
And obviously, as we know, J.K. Rowling believes there's only 2 genders. So
yeah, there couldn't be a non-binary witch.
Wizards and witches is pretty conclusive in that.
Yeah,
world.
definitive in the witch world.
Mm.
Witch.
I'll give you one more. This one's like a maths one. Discipline equals the value of the goal plus the reward of the pursuit minus the cost of the pursuit.
Why does that equal discipline?
Stephen Bartlett said it equals discipline, so it does. It equals. This guy's interviewed multiple people, mate. He's interviewed
What is it?
most.
Discipline equals
the value of the goal plus the reward of the pursuit minus the cost of the pursuit.
Yeah, he's right.
I don't think that equals discipline.
But how could you?
Yeah, it is. How disciplined are you to go get what you want?
But how can you put a value on it?
The value, how much do you want it versus how much
you're willing to put in.
How much you're willing to put in and how much is it going to cost you to do that?
Yeah, but
it's like Formula One is tough to get into, isn't it?
That's just a benefit analysis.
But I don't think it really works because if the value of it, I could value it really highly, and the reward,
the value to you.
My favourite one that
doesn't make sense. That's bollocks.
It's the dream. It's not.
No, it's bollocks, mate.
My favourite one that I saw.
I think you lot are hating, and he's black, and I'm putting it down to
that.
that.
Oh, fuck you.
Not even black. He's mixed race.
He's not.
Look, he's got his racist hillbilly haircut now.
Hillbilly. I do look like a. I was thinking I look like a.
He's going for Paul
like a hillbilly member of the EDL.
Nah, he's going for Paul Mescal with the mullet.
Do you think? Yeah. I don't think this is too short.
You're gonna take your missus on a walk in Hyde Park and just fucking cut, mate.
And dart.
Yeah, mate. Nah, his best quote in that article was, "Don't focus on trying to quit smoking. Focus on the behaviour you're gonna replace it with." You're like, yeah, I hear that, but I'm really thinking about having a fag, bro. Like, I don't understand. But
yeah, I do get. I feel like that does work in a way, but it's one of those where, say, I've not drank for a month now. I've not, because I didn't really do it that frequently. I've not really replaced it with anything. So it's got to be something that you're actually fully addicted to, like smoking. You can't just do it with something like, oh, I'm going to give up alcohol. I'm going to replace it with something else. It's because, well, what am I going to do?
Crack cocaine, mate.
Yeah, that's something that I could do every so often.
No,
so maybe I'd replace it with that.
It's not a sustainable lifestyle. It's not.
No.
But anyway, I suppose in summary, I don't really listen to his podcast, but whenever I see his clips, I am always a bit like, you've just engineered someone.
You're always a little bit jealous, like, I wish we had a clip that pops that much.
Yeah, 100%. We need Raj to have a breakdown on camera.
Could be today.
Nah, I don't think you'll catch me slipping like that.
I think I'll catch you sleeping in a minute. What's this?
Yeah, but I just
we'll
realised...
catch you sleeping, not catch you sleeping.
I just realised how...
Look how low down you are.
Yeah, I just saw myself and thought, fuck yeah, I'm basically asleep here.
Mate, sort yourself out. Sort yourself out.
Let's fucking...
So, Rogers, anyone listening...
Liven up, baby!
Okay.
We're back!
Cool. I wanted to chat about something that I watched in the week as well. Watched a clip of 21 Savage on an influencer.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, boy.
Can you do something for me?
I really was expecting that from him, you know.
It's a good tune. It is a good tune. But yeah, this one...
he knows it.
Yeah.
What a world.
Do your thing, 21. Do
what
your
a
thing,
world.
21.
I don't mind 21 Savage. He's originally from England, isn't he?
Oh, that's all right then. Makes up for the fact that he's black.
He's one of the good ones.
Makes up for
He's English at heart.
Yeah, he's headlining Wireless this year. He's finally allowed back into the country.
I would not want to go to Wireless. I just feel like I'd just be worried about getting stabbed.
Wireless used to be sick, but it's not worth the headache now.
Same with Park Life in Manchester. Same thing. Don't really want to get stabbed.
Park Life is moody up there.
I've been there and someone literally got stabbed while I was... Yeah, seshy.
I've been to Boomtown.
Yeah?
Yep.
How was it?
In and out.
Just did a set?
Nah, my mate was filming some... My mate was filming some promo stuff for them.
MCing.
Just went in, went out. I don't do festivals. That's your boys.
It is our thing.
Yeah.
But the 21 Savage thing's funny.
What did he do?
So basically, he was on a stream with, you know, that Adam Ross, the streamer who has all the rappers.
See, I wasn't familiar with this.
Tatted up guy, right?
Yeah, no.
He's just like a bang average looking white dude, but
I think he's quite good looking.
It's because he's got money now.
Oh, is that why? Was he not?
He got huge.
I think he's quite.
It's because
he's white as well.
He's got a similar trim to Jason.
It's because he's white as well, and I just
because he's white. Didn't say that about Savage, did he?
Nah. No. I mean, 21's not though, to be fair. But he's he got big in lockdown because he did that stream with Tory Lanez.
Oh,
and
really?
Tory Lanez, they were just smoking weed all day on the stream, and then someone sent a beat in, and Tory Lanez did like a sick freestyle over it, and it went viral.
Oh, so he's a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Because the thing that amazed me about the clip, because I've never really been on Twitch, is just how many comments were on his stream while they were just doing it. It's just literally pop, 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 pop. Like, I've never seen anything like it. It's like, and if you're commenting, who's actually going? No one's ever going to read it because it's that
so
fast.
Rapid, yeah.
So what? Explain to me what the
Drake says
thinking is behind that.
Drake says it in his last Scary Hours tape, and he says all my youngers make more money than you, and they're all streaming because it's like him, that guy Case and Net as well, who's another streamer. So that's all it is. They just set up a camera and they just talk to people on the internet. They get guests on, and because these are all in with the rappers, like that Case and Net, he's the one who had a sleepover with Offset from Migos.
Sleepover, yeah. I love that.
It was
pajama
like,
party.
He got talking to Offset about how he was like, yeah, we never really got to do that when we were kids because we were too busy out being bees in the trap, you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, so they had like a old school slumber party with Offset and all of his friends, but they just live stream the whole thing and people just send them money.
Is that all you do? Do you just hit a button and
to, like,
then
donate?
They...
And
Yeah,
he had Nicki Minaj on there the other week to promote her album. It was Nicki Minaj came and met him, his sister, and his mum. And then she brought him out on stage at like her first show on her tour and shit. It's a mad business.
Do you think we should start Twitch streaming? Is that what you're saying?
It's not that big over here. It's huge in America.
Why don't we just start streaming it?
Twitch to Americans.
Why don't we just Twitch to Americans as English people? I think that would be quite a niche market.
I also think it's tricky because Americans don't know a great deal about our musical culture. So
we could talk about their shit.
I was just talking about 21 Savage.
Huh?
How are we getting them on?
We'll just get Gigs and Skepta.
Yeah, but they won't. Some of them
just
will know
call them up, will you?
Huh?
Some of them will know who Gigs is. Some of them will know who Skepta is. But most of them, it's mad. Most of them would look at Skepta and be like, "Oh, that's that guy that did that tune with ASAP."
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's all they'll know him for. They won't know.
They'll know Kano.
Yeah, they'll know Kano from Top.
So we got Kano.
Have you got his
Skepta.
number?
Yeah, don't worry about all that. Kano, Skepta, Gigs.
Yeah.
Ashley Walters.
Asher D. We'll squeeze him on.
Yeah.
That's 4 episodes right there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll speak to P Money at the London show.
Yeah, P Money.
Okay.
Just get the Twitch set up. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do one Twitch test.
And then what we've got to do after is we've got to do what this lot did. So they were playing high card and dice on stream. So they were gambling on stream. And
can you explain the rules of these games? Do you know the rules of these games?
Yeah, so high card is just you have different decks of cards.
Right.
And you're just pulling cards out. It's such a simple game. So it's like you pull a card, put it down, and then you call higher or lower.
So that's like Bruce's
higher or lower. If you can call high card and you pull the card out and the highest card wins, basically. It's very simple.
Right.
But what people do is they scratch the deck.
Yeah.
So
I've heard David Blaine talking about that before.
Yeah.
Like,
so you just mark the card so that you can read the cards, basically. So I think 21 had won like 250 grand off this Adam Ross on this stream. And then this Adam Ross starts looking through the cards and he's like, this deck's scratched. Like someone's scratched the deck and the camera just pans to 21 Savage sat next to him and he's just like like awkward. And then he's like, nah, that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool.
He was like, am I tripping?
Whoever did that ain't cool. I'm out of here, man. That ain't cool. Yo, send me your bank details. I'll run that back, man. That ain't cool, man. And everyone's just on the comments just being like, you know he did that, innit? Like, you know that's him and his people. But that's what got Takeoff killed. You know?
Oh, really? Was he throwing dice?
Yeah, there was loads.
Is that where you throw dice in an alley?
Yeah, but the dice were loaded.
Doesn't have to be an alley.
No, this was in a car park.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
See, it wasn't in the right place. Do you know what I mean?
But
do you know how you get like sports venues where it's like where you be like, oh, we're playing at the Emirates this week,
they were throwing dice in a Beyblade bowl.
Yeah, but it's like a specific one, and then it would just come up like between the two people.
But that's what got Takeoff killed. Yeah, someone they were playing dice, and someone called out that the dice were loaded, and then it all kicked off, and he got shot in the crossbar. Yeah.
So they were loaded, as in they just had like.
So they put weights in the die so that it'll always land on a certain number, basically.
It's mad, and it's just such a stupid gambling game, really, isn't it?
Well, I tried to play dice in New York, didn't I? And what was his name? Simba, the doorman.
Was it Simba?
It was something to do with the Lion King.
Scar.
Timon.
It wasn't Scar.
Can we change
Pumbaa?
my name to Scar? Do you reckon we could pull that off?
Yeah, you mean
Scar Pujar.
Scar
Pajara? That's not a bad name, you know.
Scar Pajara.
Yeah.
I like Scar.
Yeah.
Really relate to him.
Why?
Just, a couple hyenas.
You're gonna off your family in the next few years. But yeah, don't gamble with rappers would be my advice.
So yeah, but in the end, they were saying that they thought it might be.
Yeah, they said he scratched the deck and that
No, but then people thought it might be just like an online.
Well, that's the other thing with these things, isn't it? People are always like, "Oh, it's probably just promo to get people."
Promo.
So
he's got a new album out, hasn't he?
If he's playing, mate, it's not bad.
If he's playing with loaded dice, don't both parties roll the same dice? No, you have your own dice.
Yeah, and you'd only have certain ones that are loaded. So you'll still roll dice. When I was reading about it, it's like you'd still roll dice normal. But then when you were like, oh, I'm going to win this one. It's like sharking people, innit? You'll swap your dice with a loaded dice.
I'll like do a sleight of hand.
Speaking of cheating, right? And this is not on your list, and I'm so sorry, but it's something I read. Have you heard about this billionaire that's starting? He's starting like an Olympics.
Special.
But everyone in the Olympics can take performance enhancing.
Yeah, that's smart. We came up with this in episode fucking 4.
Yeah, you did. To be fair, and it'd be sick. It'd be sick.
I'd rather watch that.
They'll all die just like.
Cool, but that's the risk you take. That's the risk you take.
They'll run it like 4 seconds, and they'll be getting the medal in the medal ceremony. And do you think they'll have to play the national anthem when they win, or will they get their own song choice? That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it?
They should have their own song.
Their own song.
Some geezer wins the fucking. He's set every world record for powerlifting, and then just plays DMX while he's getting his fucking. While he's getting his medal. That's what I think.
Or he'll be doing like the high jump, and then he'll just play like "I Believe I Can Fly" by R. Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be sick.
I don't care if he's cancelled. I just jumped 20 meters.
Yeah, you want to watch the freak show, though, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because it is a freak show anyway.
Paralympics, you just sympathy, innit?
Oh, I thought you were
what are you saying? The Paralympics is a freak show?
I didn't say that.
That's crazy.
No, you're out of order, mate.
They're our heroes, man. That's crazy.
Your heroes.
Arguable. I'm not going in the army. Fuck conscription. He ain't getting me.
He's going.
He will. He's got a mullet. They'll be like, this man is on the front line. He's a trained killer.
Nah, I'm not going anywhere near the army, mate. If I do, I'll be back of house.
Running the numbers.
Yeah,
quoting Diary of a CEO quote.
It's just there making everyone's fuel.
Discipline equals the value of your time minus.
I've been shot in the chest. Get this AG1 down your lad.
Yeah. Have you tried athletic greens?
Have you written a letter
what about
to your
childhood trauma?
Yeah, fucking.
So so he started. When's he starting it?
I think.
What are you thinking of entering?
What sport would I do? Fucking
Powerlifting.
Sumo wrestling.
No, you do like powerlifting or some shit like that. Just get you jacked up. Mate, you're allowed to take performance. We get you jacked.
Yeah, but imagine someone who's been training and then they get performance enhancing.
I think you might be better going in.
Put you in the Paralympics, to be fair.
Yeah,
or break your legs.
I reckon a couple of Paralympians would fucking do me as well.
100%.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because they're still athletes, isn't it?
Nah, I'd do them at long jump.
Imagine if
we... that blind guy doing long jump? He misses
that
the
is
thing. I'd
funny.
beat him.
Did you see the video of Stevie Wonder with Mariah Carey?
Oh my God.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Fucking
bro,
hell.
it's heartbreaking.
It's like an awards thing, yeah. And Mariah Carey comes out and she's like shaking Stevie's hand. Stevie's fucking like having the pitch with her and that. And then she has to go and perform. So Stevie like turns away from her and he's like feeling like this to find this microphone, and he finds it and he takes the microphone out and then he goes like that to hand it to her. She walked off 10 seconds previous. She's walked off to the other microphone that's already set up singing, and he's just stood there like this looking for her to give the microphone to. But everyone on Twitter's just like, he's trying so hard to beat the allegations that he's not really blind.
Is that what they're saying now, that he's not really...
They've always said it, and it like that you can see a bit. It's just certain things every now and then.
Playing up to it.
Daredevil senses every now and then. So.
And have you seen the documentary on Netflix about the the song that they all made together for charity for Ethiopia. No,
What, Live Aid?
not Live Aid. It was the one after that.
Live 8.
Live Aid 2.
No, it was done by a guy's passed away though. But
2 Live 2 Aid.
Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson had a massive part in it.
You know what? I think I saw an article about this the other day, but I didn't read it.
You know, we are.
Was
the
it
world.
Feed the World, Make It a Better Place?
We are the world. No.
I feel like we're singing 3 different songs here.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
singing
just
the right
singing,
one.
What about us?
We are the world.
That's the Earth song by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie wrote it, but it's an impressive documentary, man. Because they had all these people on it: Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, all of these people, right? But they had to do it in one night, and all of these people in the studio, one night, just all in a circle. But Stevie Wonder, mad talent, bro. Watch the documentary.
What's it called?
Sick. Don't know. Oh, the world's greatest pop song or something like that.
Nice.
It's worth a watch.
Okay. It's not the world's greatest pop song, though, is it?
No, it's not.
It's not TikTok by Kesha.
I don't know if
That's
that's
a
what
good
it's
song,
even
to be
called,
fair.
to be honest. I might have made that up. But it's interesting. They're there from like 10 till 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And they're just... Couple man walk out. Couple man walked out saying, I ain't singing in Swahili. And just walked out.
Who was that?
Some old country singer. Who I couldn't tell you. But also...
Johnny Cash.
Also,
Johnny Cash walked in and went, fuck them Ethiopians.
also, they don't speak Swahili in Ethiopia. So Stevie Wonder really wanted Swahili in the song, but that's not what they sing.
Fucking hell.
It's a beautiful language.
Some good background research.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Olympics.
Yeah, so you're going to...
So-
what would I do? Yeah, sumo wrestling.
No, but the other thing that I'm interested in is, are they going to have... You see, I think it would be better if they just stuck to the traditional sports, because then you've already got that affiliation, because we've already got gladiators back on TV now, which essentially is just roided up.
I think he is sticking
People-
to the athletics, but
yeah.
he's basically just saying, like, you can do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want any ridiculous...
Oh, no.
I wouldn't mind see slapping on there.
No, I hate
that
that.
slap fighting.
That's
Yeah.
shite.
Yeah.
That's just pathetic.
Nah, it's good hits, bro. And have you seen the
it's
arse
just
slaps one?
losers, mate.
No.
The
Two
arse
girls
slaps.
in thongs and they just spank each other.
Your TikTok's
Mate,
crazy,
your
man.
Pornhub's crazy, man. What? Your Bumble's crazy, wasn't it?
That's his opener on there. You ever
Yeah.
played arse slaps?
Arse slaps.
I'll
And
let
they're
you
like,
get a
what?
free one in first. But
Yeah,
if want me to
you can
pay
go
just say-
first.
But there's a whole ring and everything, refereed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arse slaps. What channel is this on? Is,
Is,
on
it
Babe
is
Station?
that Dana White affiliated as well, or is this Vince McMahon? He's got Vince McMahon written all over it. This
Vince
one.
McMahon's arse slaps.
It's just him spanking his daughter. The fuck.
You ain't seen arse slaps before?
Nah, bro.
Might not be called arse slaps.
You know what? I reckon the marketing team was not. Called
I'd call it
arse
clapping
slaps.
cheeks, personally.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
But you not seen it?
Nah.
Nah, it's
No,
worth a
no.
watch.
Pull it up.
I mean, I don't know what I'd search.
Arse slaps on TikTok, I'm guessing. But people do want the. I'd watch the steroid games. Have you seen the documentary about when?
I mean, all the
when
boxers could just go straight into it.
100%. You know, like with Mr. Olympia, and there's a documentary about when they got really worried about the steroid use. So for 2 years, they wouldn't allow them to use steroids, and they drug tested them, and people just stopped going to the event because people were like, "That's what we want to see.
Yeah, people wanna see
wanna-
freaks.
You want to see the. In my mind, steroids now is just showing us like what is the full capability of man. Like,
Yeah.
what is the extent of the human body? What can the human body do?
Seeing this. You just.
This
Is this
is
in Vegas?
Yeah, it's Romanian, I think.
Romania.
Oh, so Andrew Tate's
Andrew
behind
Tate's the main
He's
investor.
just let him out of a fucking shipping container.
It's basically the face slaps, but they just.
How would you give up though? I feel like you could just go on for ages. That's very red.
Yeah, they're going in, bro.
You know what's wounding
That's
though?
just horrible.
You know what you've got to think
Oh,
though?
fucking hell.
When it comes to the form, because have you ever had it before when you're
That's
sleeping with a
disgusting.
bird and you get to slap her ass, but you don't get like a good
So
connection.
you hit the
and you
top of
feel
the back.
Yeah, and you feel
You're
really
like, oh.
disappointed in yourself.
I feel like you would give up first because you like broke your hand rather than
Yeah,
actual
it's-
slapping in the arse. Surely if you had a massive booty, then it would just be fine.
Yeah, it's bad when
You
you
just
go- it's bad
absorb
Oh,
when
it.
look,
you go
she's just
for
kissed
it.
her cheek, and she's kissed her cheek back.
Oh well, at least there's a respect to the.
None of them
to
are
the
bending
fight.
at
Yeah,
the
they're
knees.
not
They
animals.
need to bend at the knees and come into it. Bring the legs into
Do
it.
it on Jason. Show us.
That was
show
one
us
of
your
my first
technique.
actual bits.
Jason, stand up. Let me show
That
you.
was one of my first bits when I started comedy, actually, about like how people should just be allowed to take as many drugs as they like in Because can you imagine if you gave Usain Bolt steroids now, he'd probably do it in like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Probably fucking long jump it, mate. Oh, that's what I want to watch. I want to watch the freaks, man. And the steroid games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine when they do like javelin or something like that? It's just literally just clearing the stadium.
Kills the spectator.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a video of that the other day. It was a guy who set the world record years and years ago, set the world record for javelin, and like he nearly cleaned out the cameraman. Because the cameraman wasn't expecting it to go that far, so he was just in prime position for like it's going to land around here.
It's
and
like
he
fucking apocalypto.
Wasn't there a guy like a high school or something that went like through there and out here and he survived?
Yeah, yeah.
He was just there like with a javelin through him.
And we always did it when we had to do javelin. They let us do it once at school, and that was like the story that they always told. No fucking about some kid got impaled.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of those things where I think when we were at school we did high jump like once, triple jump once, javelin once, and then shot put as well.
Yeah, just let us play crab football.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you play crab football?
Let's play dodgeball.
What's crab football?
Crab football was like football, but like you couldn't stand up. So you had to had to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That'd be quite good
floor.
in the Paralympics, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
On the floor.
Yeah. You had to stay sat down. Yeah.
What, on your ass?
Yeah.
Not like a crab.
But that was obviously the only way you could move around, then, innit? Because you're on your
You
arse.
never played
like,
crab
It's
football?
crab football.
No, we just played real football.
Yeah, so did we. But that was more for like if it was like pissing it down.
Yeah, we had limited
they
room.
We
wouldn't-
just
they
played
wouldn't let
checkers.
You played checkers in PE.
Or we'd play basketball, something inside.
This country's on its
Ping pong.
fucking knees.
Did you play table tennis?
Yeah, we had table tennis on the rainy
We
days.
didn't have table tennis facility.
No, you didn't even have tables, did you?
Nah. Slumming it. Anyway,
Sweet.
that's time for this episode.
I've slipped down again,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah,
It's been a
we're.
real battle to keep Raj awake.
We'll make sure we revive him for the next
Because he
episode.
was up all night wanking over fucking arse slaps.
Oh, it's not. What do you get out of that? Just out of curiosity, what do you get out of it?
You get fucking people like him watching it.
Just watching it, just like
top donation on the Twitch.
yeah, the Switch.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, good one.
Oh, she just kissed her ass.
Good purchase. Oh, very red.
You got
red.
to bend your knees, bab. £50 donation from Raj. The message: bend your knees.
What are the
You're not doing it
nicknames?
right.
Are the nicknames like Red Raw?
I don't know them.
Yes, you do. You're fucking lying.
I ain't got a clue.
How did you come across it on TikTok?
Yeah, it's come up on my feed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Right, thanks for listening. The link will be in the description for the arse slapping.
Peace.
See you. Cheers. Bye.
This has been the Word on the Streets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.